Hello YouTube, I hope everybody is having a marvelous day so far. And I hope I'm going to make it even more marvelous for a lot of you, because I'm here to tell you that Fatshark has released the patch notes for the patch number 14, which is possibly one of the biggest balancing patches we're going to ever get. And yeah, I have it open here. Let's take a look at it. If anybody wanted to read it on their own, everything will be in description. Okay, so everything will be there. It's 3 pages of patch notes. It's not small, just to showcase how big it actually is. This is just a slither of balancing for every class that we have in Darktide as of now. There are 2 important things to understand before we move on. The first one is that we need to understand that changes are not final and they can be changed before the release. The second is that, we don't know when the patch is going to come. Expect somewhere in the next 2 weeks. Somewhere, maybe a month, who knows? Maybe they will need to balance certain things more. Maybe they will need to buff something more, nerf something more, and so on and so on. So we don't know when the date. We don't know the date of the patch when it's going to come. What we know as of now is that a lot of people are going to be very happy about the Psyker changes. Why? Because they are changing all 3 blitzes for the Psyker. Not reworking, just balancing issues, right? So the brain rapture is getting tremendous buff, where damage is getting increased, some numbers are getting lowered, armor penetration is getting increased, we have increased damage to unyielding armor and whatnots everywhere, and so it's getting a lot of love on its own, where even the right click will now generate less peril than it used to before. And we were talking about this last time. Brain Rapture needed a lot of love. Brain Rapture was really good in the previous Darktide, but honestly there was only Brain Rapture. So it needs, I think, just looking at all the numbers, even more. Like, increase power from 850 to 900. Why not 1,000? Just go for 1,000. It's a brain rapture in the end, right? And in the previous Darktide, it was super strong. Just go for 1,000. Everything else is fine. I would just go with 1,000, to be honest. Second thing that people are tremendously hyped about, or at least a lot of people that are actually talking about, is Assail. Assail is getting nerfed. Not to the ground, but they are lowering things, so it's not that spammable as it was before, and they are focusing it more on the special attack, where you would specifically throw it at the target, at one target that you're actually aiming at, instead of just flying around the room. So shifting power to reduce spamminess of primary attack but increase the usability of the secondary aimed attack. Reduce power of primary action from 250 to 200. Okay. Increase power of secondary action aimed throw from 250 to 340 or 400 with empowered psionics. So they lowered, they made 100 damage difference in technically total, 140, yeah, if you go specifically, and that's gonna be a lot. So hopefully we will see less Psykers spamming Assail and more like throwing it around. Who knows? And then there are some other balancing issues, quality of life improvement, and whatnot. But again, they are aware of the spamminess of Assail, and they are working on it. Okay. Lastly, we all know Smite. Oh, the beautiful, marvelous Smite. Infinite Smite with empowered psionics was a bug. It was not a typo, as we predicted. No, it was a bug. So, they are actually aware of it in a dev note. Smite being able to channel without cost when empowered psionics was active was a bug. We do, however, feel that without it, Smite can feel a bit lackluster in combination with empowered psionics. So we are further increasing the power of it. We will be keeping an eye on it and are up for doing something related to cost in the future, as long as it's more balanced this time around. Again, they are probably not done with it. But first of all, what a lot of people are going to be happy about is the second point, where they fixed an issue where incorrect VFX cloud keeps triggering during the secondary attack. That is the GPU crying mechanic, where if you have enormous wave and one Psyker uses the right click of the smite, you can see the puffs just exploding left and right. That's that. Hopefully it's going to go away, and hopefully the game stops crashing because of it, to be honest. So in order to balance it, because empowered psionics increased damage only by 30% and reduced power generation by 25%, they are buffing smite to heavens, because increased bonuses from talent empowered psionics plus minus 125% damage and 50% faster spread between enemies. That was actually in the empowered psionics. Apologies, there wasn't power generation reduction. It was faster spread. It was 30%, 25 or 30%. No, yeah, it was 25% spread and 30% damage. Now it's going to be around 125% damage and 50% faster spread between enemies. Okay, I think this time is going to be dealing some damage, hopefully. All right, I'm really happy to see all of this. I am really happy to see that they are working on all the blitzes to balance the Psyker around. Of course, then we have the Scry's Gaze, Psykinetics Wrath. They are rebalancing the shield and the dome as well. They are making it stronger. They are making it a lot stronger. They are increasing all the durations. They're prolonging durations. They're increasing health and everything. And this is just the Psyker. Again, I'm going to leave all the links in the description. Look at it. Go through it. If you fancy an Ogre, this is going to be almost the same about the Ogre as well, about a lot of balancing and issues and quality of life improvements. So yeah, big news for Psyker and basically the whole Darktide community, because people are still going to be crying that their GPU is melting, which I 100% understand. It was big problem. The infinite smite was a problem, and spamming assail. I heard a lot of people come to stream and in the comments be like, are you running a sale? Oh no, I do much worse things. I don't bully zealots because they're too slow. I bully the whole team during the wave because your GPU is not handling the game properly. So very good news. Thank you for coming in. I hope you have a beautiful day. Click that sub for more news in the future, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.